We asked you in our latest NewsNation Decision Desk HQ poll, how concerned are you about this crisis? More than half of those surveyed say that they are very or somewhat concerned over the shortage. 34% say they are not really concerned at all. Dr. Young, for the parents confused this morning on why they still can't have formula, I want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning. Who exactly gets access to this specific shipment?
Well, as you just heard, this first shipment is really for infants with specific medical conditions, cow's milk protein allergy, and some severe digestion issues. So that's going to be distributed through medical channels. And if your baby's on one of those formulas, the best thing to do is communicate very closely with your pediatrician about it.
Now, how are children with certain allergies and intolerances identified? I mean, how would you know you're confirmed to be able to be one of the special families who receives this because you have these symptoms?
So your child would have already been diagnosed. So this formula is going to infants who are already consuming hypoallergenic or amino acid formulas. Kids with these conditions, they can't have the other standard formulas. Their options are very limited. So this isn't something that would be newly diagnosed, likely. If you're concerned, again, that your child may have an allergy, check with your pediatrician, and they'll go through the symptom list with you.
How do parents actually receive this formula? Because I know that some of it's going to stores, but not this latest shipment as far as we know.
Oh, to be honest, I don't know.
Oh, thank you for being honest.
The medical formulas. Yeah, we're working every day to try to connect families with the formulas that are available in our local area. And I know lots of other medical professionals are doing the same, but it's a little unclear to us how the new shipments of the non-specialty formulas are going to be distributed.
How can we, as a nation, fairly decide that one family is more in need of this baby formula than the other? It just seems like there's somebody who has to be the, arbiter or the guide to tell us how this is best done in a just way.
Yeah, gosh, what a great question. As of now, we're just constantly asking families, if your infant does not need one of these specialty formulas, which is 5% or less than infants, please leave those on the shelf, because those babies who really need them can't tolerate other formulas. For the vast majority of infants consuming formula, there are infant formulas available for you to purchase. Now, you may have to go to multiple stores and you may have to switch the formula you're using. But again, the vast majority of babies are going to be able to handle that switch and then still be able to acquire an FDA-approved infant formula. So we're really asking people to look out for everyone else. Don't purchase a specialty formula if your baby doesn't need it. We're also seeing a lot of really great supportive Facebook and social media groups pop up for formula exchange. Parents who have cans that they never opened in their home looking to be able to provide it to a family who can't find that brand. So those are great opportunities to network locally. And we just really encourage parents to never accept an opened can or, of course, an expired can. But those are great ways that I've seen a lot of really wonderful community support rise up around this.
And obviously, there are some parents who are financially not able to afford formula, so they'll be using EBT, aka food stamps, to physically purchase this. But will that actually happen, or is there some other way that they're going to be receiving that formula? Do you happen to know?
I think the best thing to do for those families is to make sure they're connected with the WIC program, Women, Infants, and Children, and reach out to their WIC liaison or their WIC coordinator. I know WIC has been working tirelessly to connect families who have limited resources with formula, and they've been more flexible with the type of formula that you normally are allowed to purchase on WIC, given that it may not be available. And so that would be the best resource for families who are having trouble affording their formula at the moment, would be to connect with the WIC program.
All right, Dr. Bridget Young, thank you so much for, again, your honesty. Really appreciate it. Obviously, you have a PhD in nutrition from Cornell, so this is necessary with so many families, just to give their babies the nutrition that they need, and we're glad that you've been on with us. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.